Hello class, Superhero Amy here, and today we're going to be talking about the words anime, manga, costume, and cosplay. Now I have a bonus question for you. If you think you know the answer to it, you can go ahead and pause the video and leave me a comment. What is the difference between anime and manga? If you know the answer, leave me a comment and we'll see if you're right. Let's look at the word costume. In modern use, the word costume comes from France in the early 1700s. At this point, it was referred to as an art term referring to the clothing actors or actresses would wear while on stage. Originally, costume came from the Latin word costituto, which meant custom. So not only is this where we got the word costume from, but it's also where we got the word custom from. The word costume originally referred to clothing that was worn during a particular time or in a particular culture. In other words, it was their custom to wear certain types of clothing, and these types of clothing were called their costumes. If you think about it, different cultures have different types of costumes. For example, in ancient Greece, the clothing that they wore was considered their costumes, and the American Indians, the clothing that they wore was considered their costumes also. So if you think about it, different cultures today still wear different types of costumes. For example, the hippies in the 60s had some pretty interesting costumes. By the year 1800, the word costume expanded to mean a particular uniform a certain person will wear for an occupation. For example, the nurse costume, the fireman costume, or even the maid costume. And if you subscribe, in the next video, you'll see me in a French maid costume. Now the word costume refers to Halloween costumes or costumes that actors or actresses would wear on stage. Since the word used to mean uniforms, that's how we get so many different types of costumes on Halloween based on people's occupations. Let's look at cosplay. Cosplay means dressing up as your favorite anime, movie, or even comic book character. Most people, when they think of cosplay, they think it originated in Japan. But what's interesting about cosplay is that it was first practiced in America. The word cosplay was coined by a Japanese man, Naoki Takahashi, in 1984. He took the words costume and player and put them together and shortened it to cosplay. So it went from costume player to cosplay. Now what's interesting about this is that he first got the idea for the word by attending a science fiction convention in Los Angeles called Worldcon. Americans have been attending science fiction conventions and wearing costumes since around 1910. So the practice of cosplay originated in America. By the way, the first costume player was an American who attended a science fiction convention and showed up dressed as a robot. Now for the answer to the bonus question, what's the difference between anime and manga? Manga refers to comic books or graphic novels, and anime is short for animation for things such as animated cartoons. So anime is an animated manga. Coming up in another video, join me for the top 10 most sexiest anime characters. In a future video, facts about French maids. Please rate my video, and if you have any topics that you'd like us to do a video on, as long as they follow the YouTube community standards, we'll consider doing it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. I'm fighting the New World Order bikini style. Join the cause and hit the subscribe button. The Illuminati is going down.